अगर आपको लगता है कि सोशल मीडिया के प्रेशर की वजह से आपके बहुत पैसे खर्च हो रहे हैं, तो आप तो अपना इंस्टाग्राम डिलीट करिए पहले जी। आपको हर शादी के लिए शॉपिंग में जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। आप दुल्हन नहीं हैं। Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all are having a great day. Today I am here to talk about a very controversial but also very important and practical topic, okay? I'm here to talk about being a wedding guest. And not only any wedding guest, but also like a wonderful, accommodative, and not so broke wedding guest. You guys, if you are on any kind of social media right now, every other story and post is about somebody getting married, somebody's friend getting married, somebody's colleague getting married, somebody's brother and sister, or somebody getting married. It's the marriage season, okay? Delhi recorded 8,000 weddings on 21st November, and it's not even including the NCR region statistics. That's how many weddings we are experiencing these days. And all of this got me really like thinking. I am 26 years old right now. And if you are around my age and my age group, at least for the next 10 years, you will be invited to a number of weddings. Some will be in your city, for some you will have to travel. But you will be invited, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family members, you yourself might get married and you will have another family, and then people from that family and your husband's or wife's friends will start getting married. Marriage is upon us. You will get married only once, but you'll become a wedding guest a lot of times in your life, especially in the next 10 years. So you need to learn how to be a wonderful, accommodative, and not so broke wedding guest. Let's be honest, you guys, weddings are expensive. And not only hosting them, but being even a guest in them can be very expensive. So, but we need to make sure that we have a budget and we stick to it and we do not overdo it. But also at the same time, we are there for our friends and family members and we are there for their celebration. So I'm here to give you some wallet friendly and also like heart friendly tips for being an amazing wedding guest. Let's go. Okay, tip number one, make sure that you are upfront. This is the upfront and personal podcast, you guys. So definitely I'm going to ask you to be upfront. Once your friend asks you, can you come to my wedding? You are invited to my wedding. They will usually ask you for like a couple of months in advance. So you make sure that you respect their time and you respect the fact that you need to RSVP, especially if it's in a different city. Be upfront with them. If you are going to go, then say yes, without any delay. But if you cannot go, then also be upfront and tell them beforehand so that there is no time wasted and they do not pin their hopes on you. And you need to be very upfront and you need to tell them in the nicest possible way that, listen, I cannot make it because I might have budget constraints, I might have a family emergency, a personal reason, a professional reason. The travel is not that is not that friendly to me right now, and I have something else to take care of at that time. Whatever the reason may be very sweet and polite and courteous about it and let them know without wasting any of their times. They have a bunch of things at their hand anyways. And obviously, like, if you are traveling to different like city, ask them, what is the transport that, if you don't know, just ask them what is the mode of transport that would be best to take. Will you provide me ACO or not? And will I be sharing that room with someone or not? Sometimes wedding hosts, they provide ACO. Sometimes they don't really provide ACO. So you need to clear that out, because if you are going to pay for hotel and Airbnb or anything like that, you need to figure that out in your budget and set your budget accordingly. And that would also affect and impact your decision whether you want to go or not, because you don't need to get broke as a family, as a wedding guest. And anyone who is kind enough and who has invited you to to their wedding, of course you personally matter to them. So they would also not personally want you to go broke. So it's okay, just ask them if you are providing an ACO. Just ask them if you will be sharing it. If they're not providing it or something like that, just ask them how many days you are going to provide ACO for. And if they are not, can you request, like, can I stay in your house or something like that? And just let them know that ACO is a problem for you. So be very upfront about it. Don't take a lot of their time. Just get on a call with them, and whenever, at their convenience, because they are in the process of planning a wedding, and just discuss all these things with them and just get check, especially if you're unfamiliar with the city. And yeah, get all these doubts sorted, and then you'll be good to go. Number two, ask them how many functions are there. Be very clear about it. Especially in Indian weddings, no matter what culture and what region of India the wedding is from, it's very, very, very common for weddings to have many, like, pre-wedding and post-wedding reception functions. There would be haldi and mehndi and ring ceremony and sangeet and reception and a bunch of things, and of course the main wedding. So you ask them if there are multiple functions. A lot of times the wedding invite also does not say how many functions are going to be there, so ask them that. Ask them if you are invited to all of them, because if you are visiting a friend, sometimes it happens that some functions are only family friendly or like only for family. So also clarify that. Clarify if there is any color theme, what is the time, be on that time, and basically have a clear idea of कि किस दिन क्या है. उस हिसाब से you can also determine your itinerary. Like for example, you would not be able to go for the haldi and mehndi, but you'll be there for ring ceremony and wedding. So stuff like that, so you can prioritize that way. Sometimes people like to go really big on few functions and not on other functions. Like sometimes they might think that haldi, mehndi and sangeet is really low key, but then they'll have a grand wedding. Or sometimes the wedding would be smaller, then there would be a grand reception as a party. So ask them which would be more like guest friendly function, and accordingly also decide the kind of clothes you're going to wear and the kind of days that you want to be there for. Number three, and it's a very, 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 very controversial one, and hear me out. Plan your outfits wisely without drilling a hole in your wallet. Listen, you guys, especially girls, and especially like cisgender women, or even anyone who dresses feminine, there are so many moving parts to a complete outfit. There is your outfit, there is your clothing, then there is makeup, and then there is skincare, and then there is jewelry, and then there is a bag, and there is a shoe, and there are hair and hair accessories. And if it's like a wedding that is happening in November, December, January, there is a shawl, the works. So you need to make sure that you look bomb, but you still not drill a hole in your wallet. Listen, and I have few tips for that. Number one, be very, very clear in your mind that no matter it's not necessary for you to buy a new outfit for every function and every wedding that you go to in your life. You're going to attend a lot of weddings, especially for the next 10 years if you are around my age. You need to be very wise and like chatur about it, okay? I think a lot of times we are scared of repeating outfits because of social media. हम सोशल मीडिया पे फोटो डालेंगे, वो बोलेंगे उसकी शादी में भी यही पहना था, अभी इसकी शादी में भी यही पहना है, इसके पास और कुछ कपड़े हैं नहीं. अगर आपको लगता है कि सोशल मीडिया के प्रेशर की वजह से आपके बहुत पैसे खर्च हो रहे हैं, तो आप तो अपना इंस्टाग्राम डिलीट करिए पहले, या फिर इंस्टाग्राम पे फोटो मत डालिए. आपको मैं एक बहुत बढ़िया राज बताने वाली हूँ कि इंस्टाग्राम पे फोटो डालने के बिना भी आपका फ्रेंड लीगली मैरिड हो सकता है, और आप भी अपनी फ्रेंड के लिए जेन्युइनली खुश हो सकते हैं विदाउट पोस्टिंग ऑन सोशल मीडिया. डिड यू नो अबाउट दैट? सो अगर इस तरीके का कोई पीयर प्रेशर सोशल मीडिया की तरफ से आ रहा है, तो आप डोंट पोस्ट और यू डिलीट योर सोशल मीडिया. But if you still want to healthily post on social media, then stop caring about all these things and let these things go. It's fine. Nobody is sitting there judging like, अच्छा इसके में क्या पहना था, इसके में. Nobody knows, nobody cares, okay? And second thing is, एक ही तरह के कपड़े को you can design and accessorize in a different way. Maybe you can do your hair differently. Maybe one time it's straight, one time it's curly. Maybe you can do your makeup differently, you can accessorize differently, you can put a shawl on it, you can change your dupatta, something like that, and you can make it fun that way, and that would change the entire outfit and nobody even notice that it's the same thing. Second, what you can do is you can use staples. I'll tell you my trick. I have one particular outfit for haldi and one particular outfit for mehndi. 99.99% अगर आप एक हिंदू वेडिंग में जा रहे हैं, haldi mein they will ask you to wear yellow clothes, and mehndi mein they'll ask you for wear like green clothes. And I have that green and yellow outfit, and that's what I wear to all haldi and mehndi functions. And I'll show you one thing, one very interesting thing, okay? Haldi ke liye, I have these jhumkas. These are like 200 rupees or something. I've had them since like my college days. This is what I wear to all haldi functions. This is my staple, okay? And for mehndi, this is something I got very recently. But these are going to be like, if I'm wearing fake jewelry, then I'll be wearing these jhumkas for all the mehndi functions that I get invited to. That's the trick. And again, you can have staples in clothings as well. Like for example, buy a very good white salwar and a golden blouse. And I'm only talking about if you dress traditionally. If you wear one white salwar, one really nice white salwar, उसके ऊपर आप कुर्ते चेंज कर करके पहन सकते हो, हल्दी में, मेहंदी में, बाकी सब चीजों में, शादी के बाद जो एक बीच में अगर आपको कुछ ट्रेडिशनल पहनना है तो nobody is going to look at your salwar. People only look at your kurtas and your top wears and stuff like that. Similarly, your golden blouse. Have one golden or silver blouse and start like change your saris with it. Almost every Indian sari has some kind of golden and silver element to it. So you can just mix and match and nobody is going to care about it, okay? Have a really bomb blouse. Invest in a really bomb blouse and you'll be fine. Then comes bags and shoes. I have one jodi chappal. I always had one jodi chappal, which goes really well with all Indian outfits, and that's what I wear with all Indian outfits throughout a wedding. I'm not very like a shoe fanatic, so I don't really care also. And Indian outfits usually वो इतने ज़्यादा लंबे होते हैं, आपकी साड़ी हो गया, लहंगा हो गया, अनारकली हो गया, आपके जूते नहीं दिखते हैं. So you can't wear sneakers, but like one jodi, like अच्छी कोल्हापुरी or some kind of chappal, if you want to wear heels, then one like beautiful sleek golden or silver heels that you can wear, especially in Indian weddings. And here you go, you have your footwear. Bags, usually we don't carry bags a lot, but you really would like to carry like a dainty clutch or stuff like that. I have this bag. This is from Lino Perros. I don't know, I got it from Mintra. Okay, I think I'm butchering the brand's name, but whatever that is, it's a golden glittery bag, right? I carry it with all my Indian outfits and it is perfect. It's perfect. One bag and you're sorted for life. इसको आप कभी और कहीं मत लेके जाइए, इसको अपना वेडिंग बैग बना करके रखिए और इसको अच्छे से स्टोर कीजिए. वेडिंग के लिए आपको 2 या 3 या 4 बार जाना होगा अपनी पूरे एक साल में, तो ये काम करेगा. अच्छे से स्टोर करिए उसको when it's on its down time, and you will be sorted and you don't have to buy things like repeatedly. आपके पास ऑलरेडी है, जो मेकअप आपके पास ऑलरेडी है, उसे अगर आप यूज कर सकते हैं तो उसे यूज कीजिए. आपको हर शादी के लिए शॉपिंग में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप दुल्हन नहीं है. So just drill that in your mind and you'll be golden. And in fact, one very constructive rule is, even if you want to buy something, sometimes you actually don't have clothes, right? So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you have a ceiling. कि अभी हर शादी में, जैसे कभी 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 आपके भाई की ही शादी हो गई तो ऑफ कोर्स आप नए कपड़े बनवाएंगे, बट यू हैव अ सीलिंग ऑफ ईदर अमाउंट और नंबर ऑफ आउटफिट्स दैट यू विल गेट मेड फॉर एवरी वेडिंग. Like हर wedding में maybe आपको you are allowed one piece of like one pair of clothing, or like maybe 5,000 or 4,000 or 3,000 is your limit under which you will shop for a particular wedding, and you just stick to that ceiling and with a lot of discipline, and hence you will be golden. Number 4, the gift of the wedding. It's a very controversial one. I would suggest never go to a wedding without a gift, or at least give some cash, because they're hosting you, they are giving you food and stuff like that. You owe them that you give them a gift. However, आपको beyond budget जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैं ये नहीं कहती कि आप 100 रुपए देके चले आइए. However, like sometimes people give cash and sometimes people pool in cash and they give. So if you are not in a capacity to give as much cash as the other members of the group are giving, be very upfront about it. You don't want to go over budget and kill yourself. You tell them that, listen, this is not my earning capacity and this is not my spending capacity, so I will give this much. Is that cool? Because it's about how much, like maybe if everyone is doing 3.5 thousand, you want to do 1,000, it's still cool. Of course, it shouldn't be as low as 50 rupees, but you still should give something reasonable but under your budget, something that does not motivate you to go broke. Or you can, if that's not cool with the members of the group, then you just exit and you buy something under that budget and give, or you make something out of your own hand and give. Whatever it is, I would really, really, really recommend you to go give a gift, but something that's under your budget and that's not motivating you to go broke. Number 5, be helpful and useful. You are there as a guest, but you are not a god. Do not expect your friends or family members or anyone to treat you and pamper you like आपने बहुत ही ज़्यादा उनके बिल्कुल भाग्य खोल दिए उनकी शादी में आके, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So, आराम से रहिए. Just be very, very helpful. I know we don't have that maid of honor and groomsmen concept in India, but still you can be helpful, right? You can maybe take care of her hair, maybe when she's walking, when, if I'm talking about when the friend or the family member that you are there is female, so if she's going, then you can support her lehenga or sari. You can offer help, like what does she want. If she has mehndi on, you can feed her, something like that. Be very courteous about her, be very personal about her. Like, I understand, like if you go to a friend or family member's wedding, they might not have a lot of time to dedicate to you because they're getting married, they have like tons of things to cater to. But try to have like some kind of personal moment, especially in like intimate, very like intimate pre-wedding functions, which are not like a party but like close knit. उनके पास जाइए, उनसे बात कीजिए. Just try to be as helpful and as courteous and as respectful as you can be. And yeah, don't throw tantrums if they are giving you an echo, if they are providing you anything, if they are giving you food. Don't go to them and be like, आपके echo में ये problem है, food में ये problem है. Like, you are not there to create nuisance, you are there to celebrate their goal, like their upcoming life, you know their upcoming marriage. So just be a part of celebrations and don't be a source of nuisance, is what I'll say. Until unless it becomes like extremely this thing कि आप एक नई unknown city में गए हुए हैं उनकी शादी के लिए and you get lost in the middle of it, then that's something obviously that you need to speak to your friend about. However, जितना आप अपने लेवल पे हैंडल कर सकते हैं करें, उनके ऊपर वैसे भी 10 चीजें हैं जो उन्हें देखनी है. Last thing is how you can be an accommodative, wonderful, and not so broke guest, is that respect people's cultures and traditions and families. Most often than not, अगर आप अपनी फ्रेंड की शादी में जा रहे हैं, sometimes you meet their family members for the very first time in the wedding, especially if you have met them in college or through work or through different friends. बी वेरी कर्टियस. जिस तरीके से आपके कल्चर में बड़ों को ग्रीट किया जाता है, ग्रीट देम लाइक दैट. डोंट टॉक अबाउट लाइक स्मोकिंग एंड ड्रिंकिंग एंड नो अदर स्टफ in front of them if you feel like that's not the vibe you're getting from them and they would not be cool about it. um and also, if your friend is of a different culture, is of a different religion, if they have different traditions, then be respectful about it. If you have questions, slightly, whenever they have time, whenever any family member of you or even your friend has time, go to them and just ask them respectfully कि ये क्यों कर रहे हैं और ऐसे कर रही हूँ, ठीक है ना. Don't go and just start a religious agenda कि ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, वैसा क्यों हो रहा है. They don't owe you answers, man. They are very set in their religion and they're doing things according to their tradition and culture. So be very respectful and courteous about that. That's the least you can do as not even like an accommodative wedding guest. It's like a normal, decent human being. So I think if you follow all of these tips, you will be not so broke and you will be a wonderful wedding guest and you'll be able to be a part of your friend, family member, your dear ones' celebrations with a lot of zeal, with a lot of zest, and without creating any tantrums, without creating nuisance for anyone, not even for other people, but also for yourself. And your wedding guest experience would be a very positive one. I really hope that you like this episode. I made it with a lot of love and just to be genuinely helpful to you guys. So yeah, if you like my content and if you just generally like what I do on this YouTube channel, please like, share, and subscribe. I really need a lot of subscribers and viewers, and I really want my content to reach to a larger audience. And I think you and your mouth of word can really help me in that endeavor. I'll see you guys in my next one.